Hey guys, this is Tivex, and in today's video I'm actually going to discuss the current tier list for killers in Dead by Daylight. This is just my personal opinion, so you might disagree with something that I say, you might agree, just type it down in the comments. And also everything that I say here is subject that is about to change. So let's begin. Also, I don't really need this SS tier. I don't think that it's going to prove useful. So let's start with the S tier. We have, where is she? The nurse. Here she is. I think it pretty much explains itself. She can traverse the map really quickly. She can teleport and end loops instantly. She can apply much pressure early on in the game and even late in the game. And she can do everything really quickly. If in the right hands, she can be deadly. So her perks are also, I'm not going to discuss every perk, but her perks, Nurse Calling and Thanatophobia, can also be really helpful in a lot of killers. So even if you don't play her, just level her up and you'll fall in love in the way. So the second killer that is on rank S or tier S is the Hillbilly for almost the same reasons. He is much easier, he can't teleport, but he can traverse the map really quickly and insta down the survivors. Not much to say about this guy. He is a very good killer to start with. He's very easy, he can be mastered easily, and if mastered, he can also be deadly. Not as much as Nurse, but still deadly. So, now we're going to tier A, and the first killer on tier A is the Huntress. The Huntress is on tier A because she sometimes lacks of mobility, and I say sometimes because there are some maps with blocked vision, like the Gideon meat plant. I don't even remember the map, but you all know which map I'm talking about. I'm talking about the map that came out with the SO update. So yeah, you probably understand the map that looks like a garage. Yeah, that's it. She is a very nice killer. I was almost close to placing her at rank S, but I didn't just because of the situational mobility that she has. Otherwise, she's a very fun killer to play, very good, very entertaining, and very satisfying when you get someone. Second killer on rank A is Ghostface. Now, Ghostface is not at rank S for me. Some people tend to place him on rank S for some reason. I was also close to put him on B, but I won't, just because if he is mastered and played correctly, his stealth power can be so good. It's not only the fact that you can be stealthy, but it's the fact that you can also stalk survivors and down them instantly. So his power is very good if played correctly. Personally, I cannot play him at the highest extent of his ability, but I have had some nice games with this guy. He's very entertaining to play, and you can also try him out. He's very good. Another killer we have on tier A is the Doctor. Why the Doctor? Actually, I'll take this icon. Why the Doctor? Because the Doctor has an ability to find survivors really easily. Just with the press of one button, he can reveal the survivors that are close to him, and that actually gives him a very nice ability to apply pressure early on. He can also, with his new add-ons, make the skill checks reverse. So instead of getting a skill check that goes clockwise, you get a skill check that goes counterclockwise, and that actually messes up your mind. If your muscle memory is used to a skill check going this way and you suddenly get the opposite, you actually get confused and you fail most of the skill checks. So he is very nice and very fun to play. A lot of blood points can also be earned if you combine him with barbecue and chili. You get tons of them. I have tried it, that's why I tell you. And now let's get to our other killer that's on tier A. I wanted to mention someone, but I don't know. Oh, yeah, the Oni. Look, before you tell me that you disagree or something, This is a strange choice. Why? He's on rank A for me because he gets the effects of Hillbilly and where is he? Booba, the cannibal, combined. He can get a charge and traverse the map quickly, like Hillbilly does, but he can also get at the same time, where is he? The chainsaw ability that Booba has without a lot of drawbacks like he has. So he's a combo killer, I could call him, and that's why he's on rank A. I could also place him here, but I think it's too much because his power actually depends on you gathering some blood orbs. So if you don't have these blood orbs, you don't have his power. And to get the blood orbs, you have to injure survivors. So yeah, he's a really good killer. I have played him a bit, and I can assure you that you're going to have fun playing him. Now, another killer we have at tier A is the Spirit. Like Ghostface, she can be uh, a stealthy good killer. Also, I want to mention that the order that I have them on the graph doesn't really make some sense. I just do them in any order you want. It doesn't mean one is better than the other. If I would do it, I could actually start doing it from now. The order would be probably this one. Oh, or no, this one, for me at least. So from now on, the order means the order that I prefer them and that I rank them. Okay, so now, why the Spirit is here? Because she can be stealthy, she can mind game very nice, in a very nice way. She can also be a lot of enjoying to play as, and she actually gets some of the perks that the Wraith has, being stealthy, and some of the perks Ghostface and Piggy have. So I probably confused you now, but as a spirit, her power is to go into some spirit world or something and traverse the map fastly, in a fast way, like Billy and Nurse do, but for a short duration. And she can also catch survivors off guard. She can also listen and hear. Very good. She can. I actually said the same thing twice. You can also listen to the breathing of the survivors if you combine her with the Strider perk that the Nurse has. And you can also combine her with the Predator perk that the Wraith has, and she will actually, you will actually find everybody who is trying to escape from you, even if you're in this mode that you can't see the survivor. When you're using her power, actually, you can't see the survivor, you can just hear him and see his footsteps. So if you get these two perks, she is awesome. And she can be very, very difficult to play against. If she's a good spirit, like if she's a good nurse or hillbilly, the same, but a good spirit is very hard to counter. So, okay, I think we're almost done with tier A. I had some thoughts about putting some killers on tier A too, but Mikey is going to tier B. He's much enjoyable, very good, nice killer to play, but he lacks, for me at least, some certain things that I would like him to have. Because you firstly need to find the survivors, stalk them, and after stalking them, you are a normal killer. So for the first minutes of the trial, you actually do nothing but try to watch the survivors. Sometimes, by being sneaky, you can also get a hit on, or more than one actually survivors. But that's it. He's still a luckbuster, I could say. It depends on the situation, and you don't really want to depend on luck in order to perform well. But still, he's a very enjoyable and fun killer to play. Next, we have the Hug. And why we have the Hug? Because the Hug can trap the survivors, she can teleport to her traps, she can apply great map pressure, she has awesome map control as well, because she can be at places at random moments. If you spot a trap or you actually step on it, not only spotting it, you just need to step on it to trigger. She can teleport, and yeah, that's her actual power. She can teleport very far away, especially if you add some add-ons, and she's an enjoyable killer as well. Besides this, next we have the Trapper. A good Trapper can be very deadly, because if you know how to play as a trapper and trap the certain places that need to be trapped, you are actually going to get some easy kills. Yeah, I don't think that I need to tell you a lot about the trapper. You just need to trap properly in order to catch survivors, trap the infinite loop spots, loop windows and pallets and stuff. You can also make the survivors purposely avoid some certain parts of the map by trapping them. And he's a very nice and enjoyable killer as well. Actually, all of the killers are enjoyable. I don't think that it makes sense telling every time that the killer is enjoyable. Every killer is enjoyable, except for one that I'm going to mention in the end. So, look. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, here he is actually. Here we have Freddy. Freddy actually got reworked, and his rework was nice. He can maybe be, besides the Hag and Michael, I'm not sure, because he can teleport, trap, and actually do the effects of Hag and Trapper combined, but he can also have some pallets. Yeah, I was about to place him there, but I think, actually after rethinking it, I think that he's a very nice killer to have him above the Hag and Trapper, because you actually get survivors in the dream world. You can dream project or whatever it's called, from generator to generator. That means you can actually teleport from generator to generator from time to time, and this gives him the ability to apply map pressure. Right now, what you want to do in the game in order to slow the game down and the survivors cannot fix generators is to actually apply pressure. He is very good at applying pressure, because if you get the survivors into the dream world and have add-ons that actually slow them down when they are in the dream world, you get your jump done. He has the dream snares that can end the infinite loops, but he also lacks some things, and that's why he is placed on B tier. So now I think we're also done with tier B. Let's get to tier C. We have the Piggy. First of all, she's not bad, but she's not good either. She's just in the middle. She can be stealthy, she can be good, but her main ability to trap people's heads is useless. It's really useless. Yeah, okay, it takes some time to get the mask off, but that's it. You have a limited amount of masks, and after the masks end, you can't do anything. Just use your stealthy crouch ability, and that's it. Nothing special. She's just M1 killer after some moments. Next and above the pig, we have the Legion. Legion is a very good killer at applying pressure, but in order to apply pressure, you need to have all the 4 survivors close. Because you hit one with frenzy, you hit another with frenzy, you hit the third one with frenzy and the fourth one, and they're all injured. So they need to take time, mend, heal themselves, and then go repair generators. But if you can't get 4 of them in frenzy mode, he actually becomes a normal M1 killer. So he's also situational and depends a lot on the map structure. Still good and fun to play, but not that good in order to be placed higher. Next we have the plug, but I don't really know where I should place her because she is fun to play but doesn't have any aggressive mechanics, I could say. She's mostly a defensive killer. I could actually place her here because she's safer than these two to play. You can just vomit on the generators and make the survivors ill from time to time. And that's her actual power. She can actually get the survivors ill. They will vomit, they will get damaged, they will spread the corruption and the illness from survivor to survivor when they touch an object. When they touch an object, it just becomes plagued or whatever you can say. So whoever touches this object becomes sick. So the only problem is that besides her sickness, she has an ability to actually drink water from a fountain that the survivors use to cleanse and get her ability to just spread sickness to spread damage. So instead of just making someone sick when you hit him, you can damage him. But in order for her to do this, she actually needs the survivors to cleanse first. And if the survivors do not cleanse for the remaining of the trial, she will never get her power. She can also still be a good killer because even if they do not cleanse, they want hit to go down. And that's it. So here also we have the Demogorgon on C tier. He's a fun killer to play. I do not have a different opinion, but he still doesn't make anything too crazy. He has some nice perks, the surge, I think, that makes the generators explode and regress. But still, I don't think that his core gameplay is so good. They actually have similar abilities, kinda, with a nurse, because she can also make something like a small blink charge actually and break the pallets also, but yeah, nothing too special for this guy. He's a nice killer, but nothing too special. Also, here we have the clown. The clown is a very fun killer to play, like all the killers are. I mentioned it again. But what he does is that he only slows the survivors, and that only for some seconds, some maybe 2-3 seconds, I do not remember. And if you do not add his add-ons to his power, sometimes he can become unplayable. Only if with the correct perks he can be entertaining and nice to play. I will actually place him above the Demogorgon. Come here. And now we are going to Rave. So I actually thought of placing Rave here, but he's just going after the Demogorgon. He, let's say, was very close to be placed on D tier, but he goes after the Demogorgon. He's a nice killer. He's an easy killer to learn to play. After getting in the game, you can actually try him and start playing with him. He's easy to spot the survivors. He can easily do it. And he's a starter killer, a very nice starter killer. But that's it. He just gets invisible. He gets a slowdown after he watches the survivors. And his main power actually is to go stealthy and track the survivors. After that, after tracking them, there is nothing that can affect the chase that his power uses, only with some certain rare add-ons. That's why I place him here. And for our last killer, I think I do not forget anyone, we have the Cannibal. The Cannibal is the worst killer in the game. He can still be enjoyable at low ranks, but he can do nothing besides chainsawing people. So sometimes you can chainsaw people just because you have the room for mistake. So let's say you do not get the chainsaw at first, you can just move around your mouse, and if someone is close to you, you down him. But that's also very situational, and to make use of it, you need to chase the survivor and be straight behind him, charge the chainsaw for a certain time, and after this you can start trying to hit the survivor. He has the best perk in the game, Barbecue and Chili, which gives plot points and information about the survivor's location, but that's it, only his perk is good. So yeah, that was the tier video. I don't know if I forgot any killers. I think I mentioned them all. I'm just watching again if I forgot someone. No, I think that I mentioned them all. And that was the video. So please comment down if you agree with me or if you disagree, if you want to suggest a change or something, and we can discuss it later. So thanks a lot for watching. Please consider subscribing if you like the video, and if you want me to make more when new patches and updates come out, just like the video so I can see that you like this type of content. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of the day.